Hey, what's up, guys? It's Thursday, September 11th, 2025. My name is Nick Parsons, and this is the Betting Memo. This is the show that gets you caught up with everything going on over at SportsMemo. The primary focus, I'm going to try to deliver as many winning picks to you guys as possible. And those come to you in a variety of different forms here on this show. I have a round of rapid-fire free picks at the end of every show, and those are just the free picks available on the free picks page over at SportsMemo. I have a featured handicapper that comes on each show with a featured free pick. I also have my Parsons Best Bet. That's an actual client play. Tonight we'll be looking at a game on Saturday in college football. And then I also have the Gold Sheet free play, guys. And if you don't know who the Gold Sheet is or what they are, they're a company that's been around since the late 1950s. They have a world-class newsletter, and they also provide me with a Gold Sheet free play on every Betting Memo show, guys. So why don't we just get right into the Thursday Gold Sheet replay? And so, guys, the Gold Sheet, it likes the over 43.5 in the Patriots of the Dolphins on Sunday. And they go on to say that this is the lowest total in a Dolphins game started by Tua since the frigid wild card game in Kansas City back in January 2024. That Tua had arguably his best game in the NFL against the Patriots defense last year, going 29 of 40 for 317 yards with 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. And then they finish by saying, expect both offenses to pull out all of the stops to avoid an 0-2 start. And so, guys, if you like betting on the NFL and if you like betting on college football, then you will love the Gold Sheet, guys. They provide picks on both Wager Talk and at SportsMemo, and they have a world-class newsletter, which is available on Tuesday evenings. You get analysis and predictions on every NFL and FBS-level college football game for the following weekend from the country's longest-running sports betting newsletter. So to grab this, guys, visit wagertalk.com/goldsheet/football to pick up this week's issue. There's always a little bit of business I have to take care of on every Betting Memo show. I have to tell you about some of the specials going on at SportsMemo, guys. I'll just tell you about one right now. It's a big football special they have going on. It's called the Weekend Warrior Special, and here's how that works. And so, guys, yeah, the big main special going on right now, it's a limited time. It's called the Weekend Warrior Football Special. You get all of the action for just $49. And so how it works is this weekend, you get every football play from your selected handicapper for both Saturday and Sunday, and it includes all of their 5% picks for just $49. And as an added bonus, you'll also get all Monday Night Football plays for no extra cost. And so there really is savings to be had here with this deal. Normally, it would cost $108, but with the Weekend Warrior Pass, you get all of those picks for less than half price. So that's it, guys. That's the only special I'm going to be telling you about today. The Weekend Warrior Pass for $49. This is a limited time offer, so you need to take advantage. Okay, guys, time for the Parsons Best Bet. This is an actual client pick that I have posted over at SportsMemo. Yesterday, I gave you a play on the over 48 in the Thursday night NFL game tonight. And on Thursday, I'm going to give you another look-ahead play. It's for Saturday. It's college football action. It sees Georgia at Tennessee. It's a big SEC game, guys. So let's get into it. And so, guys, I play underdogs, I play totals, I live bet, I play first half plays, parlays, and basically just about everything. But I also play favorites. I'm not afraid to lay chalk when I think my play on side is about to lay an absolute beatdown on its overmatched opponent. And that's the case here. I also really like the Bulldogs against the spread, but considering this reasonable money line option, I think that is the sharper move in the end here, guys. So I'm going to give you guys two options with this. I like them against the spread, but I also like Georgia on the money line. Now, Georgia is 2-0 straight up and 0-2 against the spread, while Tennessee is 2-0 straight up and against the spread. It's interesting to note that the 6th-ranked Bulldogs were first favored by as many as 7 points in this one, and it's now moved all the way down to 3.5. And there are some reasons behind that. Georgia's less than spectacular 28-6 win over FCS level Austin Peay in week 2, although the backups did see some time. Tennessee hasn't played anyone of great note, but in the early going, their quarterback, Joey Aguilar, who just annihilated East Tennessee State 72-17, has outshone his counterpart to this point. And so there's a lot of hype surrounding Aguilar and the Vols pivot here. But is it warranted? Georgia has won 7 straight in this series, and the closest margin during that stretch was 14 points. Overall, the Bulldogs are 8-2 against the spread in the last 10 in this series. Georgia quarterback Gunnar Stockton was among the preseason Heisman favorites. One other factor contributing to the line move is that Stockton is making his first true road start of the season here. But to counter that, Georgia enters currently second in the SEC in total yards allowed and first in points allowed. I think it's Tennessee getting too much respect from the odds makers this weekend. This line has swung a little bit too far. I look for Georgia's superior defense and its overall domination in this series to be the difference makers. And so I wanted to give you guys a couple of different options with this one. I do like Georgia against the spread as well. I personally took at minus 160 on the money line. But if you don't like the late shock, which I completely understand, as I say, I do like the Bulldogs against the spread as well. So two different options, depending on your risk tolerance, guys. And that's my official Parsons best bet for Thursday, a look-ahead play to Georgia either against the spread or on the money line on Saturday. All right, guys, so joining me in the online studio here for Thursday's featured capper at Sports Memo, it's Sniper West. And Sniper, I know you got a few big plays going this weekend, and you're on a few really great runs, and we'll get into that here shortly. But we got a game to break down here. It's a big one. It's Florida at LSU on Saturday night, so it's SEC action. LSU is 2-0. Florida is 1-1. The Tigers, they're favored by 7.5 points, and the total is set at 48.5. So how do you see this one going down?
Well, I'll tell you what. Well, first of all, the line movement is a little bit interesting because earlier in the week, this was 50.5. It's come down to 48.5. But I still like the over. In fact, I'm getting a better line now, so I should like it a little bit more. But if you remember Florida, they're off that embarrassing loss to South Florida. They should have won that game. That's just a really, really bad look. And so they're definitely going to want to bounce back. LSU, they are playing very well. I'm not the biggest Brian Kelly fan, but he has his team playing well. I will give them credit. They beat Clemson. Obviously, Clemson doesn't look all that great, but it's still a Dabo Sweeney coached team. So, that was impressive. They played Louisiana Tech. They did not cover. They were a 35.5-point favorite. They did not cover that game. But I think the reason they did not cover that game, they were looking ahead to this game. They were looking ahead to the Florida game because they want to crush Florida here. The reason why they lost by 11 points to Florida last year. So I think LSU has a lot of motivation. And also on Florida's side, just from losing to South Florida, they're going to want to come out and, score early and often as well. So I see this as a higher scoring contest than most people think. Obviously, the books disagree with me, but that's okay. It could be the public bringing that line down too, to be honest with you. But it's going to be a sticky night down in Baton Rouge, and I like the over 48.5 here as we record this. I know this is for Thursday. We're recording this a couple days before, but that's okay. I like the over. I think there's going to be a lot of scoring here in Death Valley.
So, Wes, I touch on the leaderboards on every Betting Memo show, and I see you all over some of the different leaderboards there. And so I know that you are on a few good and big runs here and that you have a few packages posted this weekend. Let everyone know about those things.
Yeah, college football has started quite well for me, I have to say. NFL, slow start, but that's okay. I'll bounce back. To be honest, the Sharps kind of took it on the chin a little bit this last week. The public actually did. I will say the unders were, I think there were 4 unders, there were 12 unders and 4 overs. So the unders rule the weekend. That's okay, though. We'll bounce back there. USC has been fantastic. CFL has been very good to me. And
exactly. Yeah.
MLB is in full swing still, no pun intended. So a lot of ways to make money and a lot of ways to make bread. So Sniper West, you can follow me over there at SportsMemo, and you can follow me on Twitter at the Sniper Picks.
And I think we're going to get together for you being Friday's featured capper as well. I think you have an NFL play that we're going to go over, guys. But anyways, Wes, thanks for coming in for Thursday's featured capper, and I will see you again soon.
My pleasure, Nick. Thanks for having me.
We will get caught up on the leaderboards over at Sports Memo with the hottest handicappers in the nation on tomorrow's show after Thursday night football here, guys. But we're going to get right into the round of rapid fire free picks. And as I said, these are just all of the free picks available on the free picks page over at Sports Memo, coming at you rapid fire style. And so, guys, Joe D'Amico has a play on the Padres, -1.5, -115 at home to the Rockies. Tim Michael has a play on the under 8.5 in the Mets and the Phillies. I have an additional free play up on the LA Angels, +1.5, -140 in Seattle. Billy Coleman says take the Phillies, -137 at home to the Mets. Pro Sports Picks has a play on the under 8.5 in the Nationals and the Marlins. Ricky Tran has a play on the Green Bay Packers, -3. And finally, guys, Rob Vincelletti says take the Blue Jays, -140 at home to the Astros. And that is it for Thursday, September 11th, guys. You are caught up with everything going on over at Sports Memo, including the 3 official show plays, my Parsons Best Bet, the Gold Sheet free play, and the featured free play from Sniper West. There were 10 plays on today's Betting Memo show. On your way out, guys, don't forget to smash the like button, to please leave some comments, to also hit the bell icon. Until Friday, good luck with the games tonight. See you tomorrow. Take care.